plaintiff, Crystal Dudenberg, says the defendant is her son, and he's too smart for his own good. Crystal claims her son hacked into his school's computer system and was eventually arrested for it. And he also set fire to her house on more than one occasion. So she's suing him today for an insurance deductible and court fines. Defendant Ethan Dudenberg admits that he hacked into his school's computer system, but claims it was because he wanted to prove the school administrators wrong. Ethan claims his mom forced his brother to commit identity theft against him so she could get Ethan's social security check. So he's countersuing.
Start with you.
Your Honor, my son is too smart for his own good. This year, he got involved in hacking at the school computer. They took and added lunch money to the kids' accounts. They changed the grades on the computer, and someone called the radio station 2 different times and said school was closed. Therefore, the school had to call everybody and tell them, yes, there's in school today, it's regular time. He's with the wrong people.
Was he caught?
Yeah, they were caught.
Oh, he's not that smart at all.
Well,
Anybody can commit a crime, and if you get caught, then you're not smart at all. Let me hear his side about what you did at school.
You see, I've always been good in school, and it just so happens this year we were trying to go over the top with it, and we were trying to prove all our administrators wrong. And the monitors for our cafeteria and our lobby and everything, we ended up finding a screensaver program that would run and have the matrix signs and numbers and symbols on it. And whenever you'd move the mouse or something, it would automatically close out. So then they thought that there was someone trying to actively hack their network, like a terrorist attack or something like that. And I almost didn't get caught for it, but she ended up.
Didn't.
Yeah,
Let
she
me
ended
ask
up
you, ever
talking to
heard
the
this
cop.
term? Educated fool?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, that's someone who does great. They're scholastically gifted, they're smart, but they're stupid because they're fools. And they're fools because they use that intelligence in a way that is destructive to them. They're fools because they don't have common sense. So don't brag too much about being an educated fool. Go ahead.
he's running with the wrong crowd. They're doing the same things, and he's getting in trouble for all
Getting
this.
caught every time. All right.
He went to court on this manner, and they pleaded down to misdemeanor. But he didn't have the money for his court costs and fines, so I loaned it to him.
Educated fool.
The judge told
Go
him
ahead.
that he
If
was
you're
to
going
pay
to
me
commit a
back.
crime, get paid. Did he agree to pay you?
Yes.
All right.
Last year, he also got suspended from school for about the same thing. 3 years ago, we had a house fire. The first one started, I was in the hospital having a double bypass. I come home, they told me to go look at my deep freeze. There is a big circle burned into my deep freeze. He says he's making napalm.
Now, how smart is he? He gonna blow up your house.
If he
You
could
got a little educating to do yourself.
No,
If
what
you
I'm
think
saying,
this boy is smart when everything he creates goes wrong.
Yeah.
Go ahead, ma'am.
I told him that if anything happens and he blows up my house again, he's gonna pay for the
All
deductible.
right. So you're not suing him for that. What else?
2 months later, I went to a movie. When I was gone, he set my house on fire. He had went in my daughter's room. I don't know what he was making. And fire started, blistered the walls. Here's some of the pictures that showed exactly what.
Where he was trying to be smart again. This is what I'm getting. The impression I'm getting now is he's trying to be smart. He's been watching too much television. Go ahead. What else you want me to know? How does he owe you for the house being burned down? You're asking for very little for the burning down.
I
of
told
your home.
him what I had to pay, he had to pay me back.
Okay.
Which was $1,000 deductible.
All right.
Last year, day before he turned 18, he paid me $50 on that deductible.
Does he have a job?
He's telemarketing right now.
You seem to believe in all these skills he has.
Well, if he put
telemarketing.
Yeah, telemarketing.
I mean, I respect people who do it, but for the most part, I think you're reading a script.
Yeah.
And what else?
And the other money, I had talked to him before his girlfriend moved up here in February, and we discussed if she wasn't working and couldn't pay, that he would be responsible for her. We went to Tennessee on the trip. That wasn't paid. I bought him a suit, and I told him that if he didn't go to his prom or his graduation, he was paying me back. Well, because of being expelled from school, he could not go to his graduation. So there were money, bits and pieces since February till
So he didn't get his diploma from there?
Yes.
He did get a diploma?
They let him work on the computer to take and do his schoolwork.
Really?
And he still got his diploma.
They wanted to get him out of there.
That's exactly what it was.
How much in loans that you just mentioned?
The total of the loans was $3,417, and he paid me $2,256 on it, which left the $1,161 and the $950 for the deductible of the house.
At least he's paying.
And I've got my receipt book here if you want to see it.
All right, she describes you as Einstein on crack. So, what do you want to say about these fines, the deductible, and the loans?
These contracts were written up before I was turned 18. And
What's that? I didn't hear you.
These contracts were
What
signed
contract
before
are you
I turned
talking
18.
about? I don't know what contract
Like
you're
all
talking
these ones
about.
she's talking about, like
She
for the
hasn't mentioned
deductible.
one. Hey, you must be on crack for real. I was just kidding.
Yeah.
You talking about some contracts I don't know anything about? These contracts that she's presenting, and because I was a minor. What are you talking about?
The money for the deductible, the $1,000. The money for like the suit and the cap and gown, I guess, stuff like that. The contracts that she said.
What contracts?
Well, she had me sign a paper saying that I was going to promise
That
to pay
comes
them back.
first, genius.
Yeah.
Tell me that you signed one, and then
before I turned 18.
say these contracts that I signed.
The day I turned 18, I told her that I was rescinding every contract that I might have signed before that.
He's talking about a contract that I have no idea exists. Now, is there a contract?
July 1st, I had him sign the contract of the court cost and the money.
July 1st of what year?
09.
How old was he? Sounds like he's trying to say
He was 18 at that time.
Let me see, Einstein, that couldn't be the case. Hey. How old are you?
I'm 18 now.
When did you turn 18?
I turned 18 in November.
Well, you weren't a minor. This says July 8th of 09.
That contract is void because there was no consideration when the contract was signed.
You ruined her things, and you got to pay her back. What are you talking about? There's no consideration. Oh, bootleg law. Where are you getting this from? You know about as much law as you do about chemistry. So, what is your counterclaim for?
She ended up committing Social Security fraud by having my brother pose as me over the phone to call Social Security and have them talk to her to get a check reissued that I received in my bank account. And they sent it out to her. And then now they're saying that I was overpaid $2,256 for that.
Okay,
and I have
ma'am.
a statement here.
March, he didn't receive his checks. I called Social Security. He was there right in the kitchen with me. I said, they said that you had two $900 checks waiting in your savings account, in your account for you, and that they would check into the other check to see if you've got it. If not, we'll put it in his account. Well, for some reason, it came to the house. So I took it to him, and I asked him, I said, are you going to pay me what you owe me? He says, if I had the check, I would. So he signed the check. They wouldn't let me deposit it. They said he had to be with me, so he went down with me. So everything was kosher about that. He told me he was still waiting on his Social Security checks.
What had happened was she had come to my apartment with the check, and she said that that was one of the checks that got sent to her house. And I figured that it was one of the checks that I was supposed to be receiving, and I ended up signing it and depositing it in her account. And then a couple days ago, I ended up finding out that she had my brother call Social Security and pose as me to get it reissued, and I've even got a statement here from him.
You have a letter from Social Security Administration that says that.
I don't have the actual letter with me, but I have the paper.
Oh, that's what you need, because you're admitting today that you signed and deposited it.
I have a statement from my brother saying
no, sir,
that she
Social Security.
I don't have that letter.
Oh,
All
you
I
should have thought of that.
It's right here. Like,
man.
What had happened was she had
harassment. How does she owe you for harassment?
Well, she ended up having my uncle follow me back from work to find out where I lived. She kept coming to my work every day and she even was sending my sister up.
Did you do that every day?
No,
Do you
not
have a
every
letter
day.
from your employer?
I was not able to get one.
Come on, man, you're smarter than this. Sir, you've done nothing but cause your mother problems. Nothing but that. And you've done it because you think you're outsmarting everybody, when in fact, you've gotten caught for everything you've done. So you haven't outsmarted anyone, particularly me. $2,111 is your judgment. Your claim is dismissed. You haven't been able to prove one
But, you
thing.
see, I
Have a
have a
good
letter
day.
here.
I don't believe your brother. That's not proof.
I love to be on friendly terms with my son. I love him dearly, but I guess it had to be tough love, and I'm hoping he will straighten his life out.
I've already begun straightening my life out, and she's made it nothing but problems for me, causing me to owe Social Security like $2,000 that I've got to repay back to her, and everything else.
Hi, Judge Mathis. I'm Maria from North Lake. Can I sue a minor for car damages?
Thanks for your question, Maria. And the answer is, in most states, you can sue a minor for any type of monies they might owe you or any damages that they may have committed. However, the question is whether you can collect. And once again, in most states, you cannot collect unless the minor is working. Good luck to you.